Hey guys, so it's Sunday, and I told you guys on Sundays we are going to unpack some baggage, y'all. And in today's video, we are going to talk about um, the emotional and mental side of sexual abuse that can come from a parent and how that can affect you. So there's two situations in my life that I could think of where I did not feel protected by my parents. I think I was like 9 the first time something happened. My mom was trying to court this guy, and it was getting dark, and she told me to take the trash out. And he told her, "No, I'll take it out when I leave." And she's like, "No, she gonna do her chores. She gonna take this MF and trash out. Woo, 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 woo." And she said, "You better take the damn trash out." So I took the trash out. It's dark outside, um, in an alley. The way the alley was set up, it was like houses right here, and it's like a black pathway to lead up to the little dumpster area, and it's bushes. And like the bushes is a hill back, and it's houses at the top of the hill. So on the way back, I was yanked into the bushes. I don't remember the guy's name now, but he was somebody that was often at my mom's house at one of her weekly parties, and she was a friend of his. And he tried to rape me. He took my clothes off, ripped all my clothes off. I'm screaming and hollering. He tried to put his fingers in places and they wouldn't get. And I remember I was just screaming and hollering. And I remember his thumb was able to get back there, and I just hollered. And somebody in one of the houses that was on the hill heard me, and they came running down, and he ran, and they walked me home. And they knocked on the door and told my mom what happened. And my mom acted like she was concerned while they were there. And then as soon as they left, my mother cussed me out so bad. And she yanked me up. She told me it was my fault. If my body wasn't built the way that it was, it wouldn't have happened. And I told her who did it. And she was like, "You're lying. I'm never going to forget that at all." And I was made to go take a shower and to get out her face. And that was the night that I did my first suicide attempt. Fast forward some few years, I was pregnant with my daughter. I was living at home, of course. My mom was dating this married guy. And one day it was raining. I thought I was home alone. And I took a shower. So I'm in the shower and I hear something. And I'm like, "Oh, the wind must have blew and made something fall. Like, let me go check what it is," because my mom was OCD. If something is out of place, it's a problem. Let me see what fell. And nothing fell. When I opened the door, the guy she was seeing was standing right there, and he wouldn't let me pass. And he kept saying stuff like, "I can't believe you let some young boy go up in there. You should have let a man." And he started to tug on my towel. And I'm screaming and I'm hollering. I'm screaming and I'm hollering. And one of the neighbor from downstairs came up. She's banging on the door. I could hear her. And I'm like, "Help, help, help." And my mom came in, and I could hear the lady saying, "Hey, Prue, something going on. Somebody doing something to your daughter." And when my mom came in there, and she just stopped at the end of the hallway, my room was right beside the bathroom, and she saw him, and he looked at me and he grinned, and he looked at her and just rolled her eyes and lit a cigarette and walked by. My mother told me I was a whore. I was trying to steal her man. I should be ashamed of myself because I was built like that. And how am I still seducing men while pregnant and all types of stuff? And it just hurt me so bad. And it made me remember other things that happened as a child and other situations where I should have been protected, and I snitched. Like I told, like when stuff happened, I told. Like, this happened to me and nobody cared. Like, nobody cared. No police was called in any situation. Nobody put a stop to it. Nobody did anything. Nobody cared. And that affected me so much that the feelings that was created because of that almost caused me to lose my marriage, because I'm so hard. Like, a lot of people don't understand, why you so hard? You don't let nobody in. You don't smile. You don't do this. You don't let your guard down. You don't do this. You're so tough. You're like a wall. You're like this. And the truth is, although now I don't even realize that I be doing the stuff, the reason it's there is because I felt like I had to be hard. I can't smile. I have to be a wall of bricks, because as long as I'm a wall of bricks, can't nobody hurt me, because I've been hurt so much. And if I am hurt, I'm not going to have anybody there to help me or support me through it. So I had to be a wall. I had to be tough. I had to be violent. Like, it's a time in my life I became very violent. Like, I'm fighting everybody. And all of those two incidents is part of the reasons why. So as a mom, a lot of people felt like I'm a helicopter mom, and go ahead, let your daughter fall and do this and do that. When it comes to being a mom, one of the things I made sure that my daughter knew from the moment I became a mother is that no matter what it is, come to me, talk to me. Mommy got you. I will go to war for you. I will kill for you. I will be there, because I knew what it felt like to have people but not have anybody. And when you go through stuff like that, you can't just pretend like it did not happen. You have to get help. It's nothing wrong with therapy. In our culture, we tend to tell people a lot that therapy is bad, it's a negative thing, or therapy is something that they do, when it's not. It's something that all of us need to do, because a lot of us are screwed up here because of situations that wasn't even our fault, but we're left to feel like it's our fault. And because it, quote unquote, was our fault, we have to clean up for it. So sometimes it may seem like, oh, well, going to the therapy, you just talking to somebody. I could talk to my homegirl. The difference is your therapist don't know you. So the therapist don't have anything to gain. A therapist not going to judge you. A therapist isn't there to flip anything on you. A therapist is an unbiased person who is going to give you their opinion in a way that can benefit you instead of hinder you. So if anybody's watching this, I don't want anybody to watch this and feel bad for me anyway. And I'm going to end every video in this mental check series like this. I don't want anybody to feel bad for me in any freaking way. If you've gone through something, anything, it don't have to be sexual. It could be mental. It could be emotional. It could be physical. Get help. Not for them, but for you.